Hello everyone, today I'm going to be having Raymond answer some questions that have been asked around the world. And if you don't know him, he's a character from Rackus Ladybug, so sit back and enjoy. Do I really have to do this right now? Yes, you have to do it for the views. Fine. I don't know why I'd have to do this. I mean, I have better stuff to do, like breaking up couples, but whatever. Hello, people on YouTube. If you don't know who I am, I don't know how you don't know who I am. I'm Raymond, one of the people that break up couples, and me and my trio do a good job doing it, by the way. But anyway, I guess I have to answer some questions. I don't know why. I was at the hair salon getting my beautiful hair done. But whatever. Let's get this over with. First question. What is your beef with Zoe? Zoe. See, I don't really want to see Zoe. She was this girl that I knew in New York because I was born in New York, a very good city, by the way. And she was this girl in my school, and I was obsessed with bullying her. And she was just so easy to bully. It was just too fun sometimes. And one time I put a cockroach in her locker, and now I always call her Cockroach. But like, I wouldn't really sincerely say we have beef. I just like to mess with her because she kind of did something bad in New York, and I'm just blackmailing her basically. No, if she stops me and my trio from doing what we like to do, I'll show all of her friends what she did when she was in New York, and then they'll never like her ever again. So yeah, that's my beef with Zoe, because you for some reason all want to know, you freaks. So, anyway, next question. Do you like being the leader of your trio? Of course I like being the leader of my trio. I was the one that found Nelson and Loic, okay? They were both so pathetic until I found them. But yeah, I love being the leader. Like, I get to tell them what to do. Like, yeah, Nelson may be the mastermind giving us all our ideas, but I'm the one that recruited him. I'm the one that found him in his useless state. So yeah, I love being the leader. Also, I'm the tallest, so like it makes sense that I'd be a leader because I'm the tallest. Like, why would you want a shorty as your leader? You just walk all over them. So of course, I like being the leader. I love being the leader of my trio. Like, I'm the one that found them. Anyway, next question. Do Nilsson and Loic ever get on your nerves? Yes, they always get to my nerves. Sometimes I wonder how I'm even still let them in my group. But yes, I feel like Loic gets on my nerves way more than Nelson knows. Because at least Nelson knows how to be calm, and at least he knows how to stay in line when he needs to be staying in line. And he's calmer than Loic. Loic is just always loud and chaotic. And I don't understand why he's like that. And he definitely gets on my nerves way more than Nelson, because one time we couldn't get this couple to break up, and Loic lost control of his temper, and he was just smashing this can of soda that first of all I bought for him. I bought that can of soda for him, and he crushed it with his feet. And I wanted to lose my temper on him, but since I'm the leader and I need to keep myself composed, unlike that dumbass, I just said, I just said relax, there's plenty of couples to wreck. But yeah, that definitely made me mad, but I had to hold it together for the lead. I'm the leader, so I can't be losing my temper, but yeah, they do get on my nerves a lot. Loic way more than Nelson, but Nelson can get on my nerves too, because he just thinks just because he's smart in the mastermind does not mean he's ever going to become the leader. He's never going to become the leader. I'm going to stay the leader. Just because he's smart and he has all the ideas does not mean he deserves to be the leader of my trio. I'm the one that found him. He should be bowing down to me. Just saying. Next question. How would you react if Nelson or Loic ever fell in love with someone? First of all, they're never going to fall in love with someone. Our whole trio, our whole plan is to get every couple in our school to break up. So why the heck would they fall in love with someone? But if they did fall in love with someone, I would not be happy. I'd be pissed. I would try to get them to break up with their girlfriend and or boyfriend as well. First of all, if I don't think Nelson would ever fall in love with someone. He's just too cunning and such a mastermind with what he does. I don't think if he was dating someone, I would just probably just assume that he was just trying to break her heart as well. I feel like his whole plan, if he ever actually dated someone, it would probably just be so that he could break their heart because he's so smart. And then Loic, I would honestly, I don't think I would be also obviously probably really mad at Loic if he fell in love with someone, but I feel like I'd also be kind of impressed that someone was able to get Loic to fall head over heels for them because Loic is just the type of person that he hates everyone except for me and Nelson because obviously if he hated me, he wouldn't be a part of this trio. But he literally hates everyone. So if someone ever made him fall, if someone actually was able to get Loic to fall in love with them, I'd actually be impressed with that person. But I would be mad at Loic for betraying us like that. But I would be impressed. Next question: do you have a thing for Chloe, and do you just want to be the male version of her? Okay, first of all, Chloe Bourgeois, is that who we're talking about here? No, I don't have a thing for Chloe Bourgeois. And I'm definitely not trying to be like her, just because I have long blonde hair and the sunglasses, and I kind of dress like her, and I have a rich dad, because she doesn't even have a rich dad anymore. Just because I kind of look like and act like her, I do not have a thing for Chloe. I don't even know her. All I know is that she's Zoe's half sister, and that now she's in London with her mother. But no, I do not have a thing for that stupid rich girl that's not even rich anymore. And I'm not trying to be the male version of her. I don't know why everyone keeps saying that. I'm not Chloe. I don't have a thing for Chloe, and I'm not trying to be like Chloe. Why would I want to be like her? Why would I want to be like her? She's literally poor now. She doesn't even have money anymore because her father isn't the mayor anymore. At least my father's still rich. So no, I don't have a thing for that Chloe, and I'm not trying to be the male version of her, okay? So stop asking and stop saying that. You stupid plebeians. Plesians. Okay, next question. Were you ever rejected by someone? No. I was never rejected because I've never fallen in love before. It's not like when I was really young, I had a crush on this girl and I threw a whole thing for her to get her to love me, and then she just rejected me and humiliated me in front of everyone. It's not like that ever happened to me. I've never been rejected. This trio has never been rejected. We just don't like couples. I've never been rejected by a girl that I actually kind of liked. No, I've never been rejected. I've never been rejected, never. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been rejected. I've never been rejected, no. Definitely not crying right now. I've never been rejected. That's stupid. Why would I ever be rejected? I've never been in love with anyone before. No. Not rejected, never. Anyway, next question. Do you mock Nelson for his color sensitivity? Of course I do. Just because he's my friend and a part of my trade does not mean I'm not going to make fun of him for his stupid weaknesses. Like, what kind of man is sensitive to the cold? At first I just thought the reason why he always wears that red scarf is because it was just for fashion, because we live in Paris, and a lot of people just wear these accessories for fashion. I just thought he was doing it because it was for fashion. But then one day in winter, when he was shivering from the cold, and I found out it was because he was actually sensitive to the cold, and that's why he wears that red scarf. Of course I mocked him ever since I found that he was sensitive to the cold. I do it all the time. And for some reason Loic doesn't join in. I don't get why Loic doesn't mock Nelson. I really hope he doesn't have a thing for Nelson or something, because I know he's definitely gay, but I really hope he doesn't have a thing for Nelson, because that'd be kind of fucking weird. Especially since our whole thing is not being in relationships, but whatever. Yeah, I definitely mock Nelson for being sensitive to the cold. It's so stupid. It's so fun. And it's so easy, too, because he gets cold even in heavily air-conditioned rooms, like in school. He gets cold when the air conditioner is on too high, even in, spring. It's stupid. So I definitely mock him for it. It's really fun. And the last question, because for some reason I only have 8 questions. How pathetic. Have you ever thought about cutting your hair? No. Why the hell would I ever consider cutting my beautiful hair? My beautiful locks. Look at my beautiful locks. Why would I ever consider cutting my beautiful lock hair? No. Why would I ever consider cutting my hair? This took years to grow to this length, okay? And to perfect and make so beautiful. Why would I ever want to cut my beautiful hair? That's just stupid. But yeah, I would never. But yeah, I'm done here, so I'm gonna go, okay? I don't need to stay here any longer than I have to. So I'm gonna go and hang out with my trio. And we're gonna break up some more couples, because that's what we do. Ta-da! Ta-ta!